message that's connected to this. We're going to break this down even further. But today, we're just going to expand here. So, we're expanding love. That's what we're in the process of doing. And we are going to hit our mark. We are going to hit our aim. We are going to come together with love. Starseed Twin Flames are going to come together with love. All of us, we're all going to unite and continue to build this new world. Whether we're meeting up in whichever spaces and places we're doing this, because we're doing this in our, in dream time. We're doing this in the other dimensions. This is a multi-dimensional space and place. And this has to do with healing from our Nine of Swords situations. We're healing from our Nine of Swords situations, and we've been in the process of doing this, and we're having a completion of this part of this process. This is like the serpent that eats its own tail. We're seeing where we've been eating our own tail so that we can expand through it. But we're going to use all of that experience, knowledge, and energy to expand through it, to expand with it, to have a metamorphosis. And we're doing that with death. We're understanding our Nine of Swords are keeping us stuck in our illusions. So we're going to expand with death, and we're going to look behind the curtain. Literally, and many of us have already looked behind the curtain. And we're healing from what we've seen behind the curtain. And in order to do so, we're expanding with the sun. And we know that the sun is about to enter and work with Cancer here. Very soon, we're about to enter Cancer season. And this has connected to the Lionsgate portal activations and just prepping us up for our manifestations with summer. And we know we've been working with seed energy. We were gifted a seed with the forces of creation to create with. And we're using the sun to grow this seed. The seed is also connected to the Chariot and the meeting of the two fish. And we've been talking about the meeting of the two fish for some time, and we will continue to expand off this. This is healing tension with motion. But right now we're in the stillness. And we will still continue to expand off what this means, because being in the stillness is allowing us to heal with loneliness, add the positive charge, and understand solitude and the gifts that solitude brings. And solitude is bringing us our independence and the knowledge of our independence. And that's also connected to our truth. This seed is connected to the Four of Wands and mission work and what we came here to do. But we know we got this piece of information. The devil is after this seed. The devil energies. Connected to this artificial hack of this artificial matrix that we're taking out. We know this is happening. Remember, nothing in nature goes to waste. And the forces of creation always have a plan. We're healing through the energy of the opposites. So we're going to use this momentum. We're going to use the fact that this is happening as fuel to get to where we're going. We're going to create with this space and place. And that's how we're part of the Special Forces team. Is because the devil energies and this artificial hack, this artificial matrix, they are not taking us out, guys. So we're going to have growth. We're going to achieve growth because we're going to heal from this. And that growth is connected to the King of Coins. And look, slow and steady wins the race. This is connected to shape-shifting with the turtle, maybe a tortoise. I'll have to officially read this card one day and see what it means. When I have time. It's a miracle I even made it here today. Now, we know that we received a key piece of information that who was helping us to heal from the devil energies and not allow us to take this seed and expand with our growth was the King of Wands. Well, guys, this is the time we're in. It's now. We're activating with the Father. We're activating with the King of Wands. The sun is here. The firepower is here. Goodbye, devil energies. We're achieving this. We are expanding This is what we're doing right now. We're expanding. And this isn't about expanding perfectly. This is not, I'm going to say it because I'm feeling called to say it. This is not religious. This is spiritual. And it doesn't mean there is not, you know, knowledge and beauty in what religion can show us. There's a positive and a negative. There's a positive and a negative everywhere. But many of us came here to heal from religion through spirituality. And the darker side, you know, the more negative side of that. Just because you're religious doesn't mean you're a good person. But just because you're religious doesn't mean you're not a good person. There's good and bad everywhere, dark and light everywhere, yin, yang, all the colors of the rainbow that we're creating with. And what we're seeing is that we're healing with our spirituality, and our spirituality is a connection to within. And we're walking our paths, our divine paths. And yes, all of our paths may be connected, but this is healing with solitude. This is healing with loneliness with the activation of solitude. Let me get it straight. We're healing with the self right now, but as once again too, everything's connected through the center point. The deeper that we heal with the self, the more we're going to be able to expand with the we. And that's what we're doing right now. This is amping up our psychic developments. And how we're doing this is we're using the toxicity, our Eight of Cups situations where everything hasn't worked out, to understand how everything will. It was part of our psychic development here. There's a third eye activation. And it's allowing us to create sustainability. And this is a beautiful, very beautiful thing that we're creating. We're expanding with our energy, the masculine and feminine, in order to create sustainability with our energy. And it's part of our third eye activation that's allowing us to expand with the crown. We're going to find out what this is all about. This is going to be part of our activation cards right up here, okay? And it's working with angels and masters. Now, there is a message that's connected to this that was connected to the new moon in Gemini, and I haven't been called to share it yet. We will be very soon, so stay tuned, okay? And this is allowing us to heal with our Seven of Cups situations, with our ancestors. Guys, this is beautiful. We're connecting to our ancestors, and they're helping us to create, through the negative with the negative, our sweet results. And we know that we are deeply connected to be spirit. Something is being activated anew. This is also part of our activation cards. Let me get it straight again. Now, these of air. This is part of a vibration, a frequency, and energy of a realization within the element of air. So we're going to have an activation within the mind, but it's going to be connected to the heart. It's going to be connected to the rhythms of creation and love. Okay, and there, remember, once again, too, this is about the meeting of the two fish. There are the two fish. Here are the two fish again, but this time it's in the Two of Cups. And this is connected to mission work and what we're building here. And our love. And remember, this is connected to the honeybee. We're healing from sexual repression, expanding with healthy sexual expression. We're healing from lust with the activation of unconditional love. And love that's in alignment with our soul and our soul's mission. Love that's in alignment with our heart chakra. This is also part of our third eye activation, going with our activation cards. And we know that we've been time jumping, paradigm shifting, healing with time. And this is allowing us to restore balance here with the earth, shift through the earth, and it's part of our growth here. And we're activating with the Two of Fire. This is also part of our activation. This is about us coming together with the Father, the energy of Sagittarius. So we're working with the Emperor, and we got all these cards on our last message when we met up for 13. And the Emperor, the masculine structure, as we heal from tyranny, is expanding with the Knight of Teacups, the Knight of Water, love. And this is where the transformation happens. There's a transformation as we go from the Knight of Spears, which is the Knight of Fire, to the King of Spears, which is the King of Fire. Now remember, this has to do with the King of Fire helping us to take out the devil energies. That's serpent. So we're going to heal with our impulses, our lower vibrational impulses, and our immaturity, and we're going to expand with our higher vibrational impulses connected to our intuition. So let's just say our impulses, we're going to expand them with our intuition, and we're going to mature. So that's how we're using the devil energies to our advantage. We needed to see something connected to them of how we needed to mature, and how here we were still feeding into them, and how here we're not. Look, he's working with the teacups, he's working with the water, he's working with the mother. And we know last time we met up, we got the activation of the teacups and working with the Queen of Water. So that's what we're acting on here. We're acting on working with our intuition. We're acting on working with the mother. But this is emotional intelligence. We're healing from emotional imprinting. We've activated emotional intelligence. So we're healing from trauma when we go from here to here. Remember, that's connected to the Nine of Swords. That Nine of Swords is connected to our trauma and still seeing through our illusions. And that's why we had to see something behind this veil with death and have a metamorphosis. Now this is connected to judgment, the balancing of our karmic scales. As you can see, there's our karmic scales right here. And healing with the star. This is the growth. This is the growth that we're achieving. Remember, this is about growth. So here's us. We're expanding with the North Star. And remember, we're also coming together with the North Star here, our connection to the North Star, going home. And it's connected to the Ace of Swords. Remember, we have an activation with the element of air. We see something within the mind. This is our soul spirit connection right here. We see something within the mind, and then we manifest it here with the Queen of Flowers. Now, this goes back to our manifestations with the King and Queen. This is the element of air, the sun, and the element of earth, the daughter, the negative tetrahedron of earth, and the positive tetrahedron of air coming together through the heart chakra to help us to expand and to do this. And we manifest this here. We manifest this because we're manifesting this within the mind first. We had to see how to do this. We had to see how to achieve this. And we're doing this in the Garden of Venus. With the Page of Hedgehogs, we also received this the last time we met up, this activation. Now this is connected to the Summer Solstice Gateway. We also know we had a 6/6 portal activation not that long ago. This is connected now to moving forward through the Summer Solstice Gateway. And what this is connected to is simplicity. And we're gonna, when we break this down further, the next time we meet up, we're gonna talk about patterning, because it has to do with patterning. So, and this patterning that we're creating with simplicity, as we connect to this the summer solstice gateway, is allowing us relaxation. And we're in the midst of creating this right now with this strawberry supermoon in Sagittarius. And this is what we need to be doing, guys, right now. We need to be relaxing. This is the main message. Relaxation. Relaxation is the key. Because this is where we're going to find our inner peace, and the two fish come together from within, and then the two fish will come together without, okay? The two fish will come together without. Remember, this is all about the mind right now. So we need to see how to do this within so we can achieve this without. And this is connected to our abundance. I also want to say it too. This is connected to the two fish coming together, okay? The two fish coming together with inner peace. And this is part of our abundance here, part of what we came here to create. And we know this is high vibed abundance. This is not abundance of old earth. This is not Mrs. Moneybags, Mr. Moneybags. This is true, authentic abundance. And part of that is inner peace. So we're finding this in relaxation. And what is being activated with this gateway right here, guys, are adventures. This is connected to the summer solstice. We will be experiencing high vibed adventures that allow us to continue to create this. And even if it's not with our counterpart as of yet, we'll still be calling in soul tribe members and soulmates along the way in order to experience this. And remember, it's all connected. All of love is connected to all of love. Let's head on to our next part. I am so lit and ready to expand. It's got to be all this Sagittarius energy.